Yeah, this is J79. I'm going to be talking about this Wii U and my comments about Nintendo. First, I'm going to talk about Nintendo's suffocating here. I think I've spoken about this before. That yeah, started playing Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and it's depressing. This game just you know kind of play. It kind of makes me like I like this game the original Donkey Kong for the Super Nintendo better than the new Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. What can I say? The music, thus far, I mean the music is just. Uh, this game here isn't worth $50. All right, this is like a, I mean, Nintendo or Retro Studios. Really? I mean, what the freak? I mean, what the? This is. I mean, we have to understand that this is not 1994 anymore. I mean, this game would have been okay back in 1994, but I mean, for a $50 game, this is way overpriced. Um, this game should. I think to me, this game feels like $20 like at best in this game. Um, yeah, really, it's a 2D game. Um, that. What can I describe it here? Now, I'm not against 2D games. I mean, I still kind of like it today, but it's kind of an aged genre today. Um, but you have to understand that, Elder Scrolls Skyrim are like this, like games like Skyrim or a big open world RPG. Yeah, I think it might be $40 or $50 that could be here, but really, Nintendo, the Wii U games and the shovelware, it's just meh. And secondly, the controls are just sometimes slippery at times. Yet it's somehow the Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo plays better. Um, but yeah, this is depressing. And yeah, Nintendo. What can I say about Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze? And secondly, yeah, the music as well is sometimes gets annoying. But it's disappointing here that Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze here. I really do wish that. I mean, if it's $50 or $60, if it's like $50, I would expect this game to be huge and open world and like this. But for a map-based 2D platformer game here, this game feels more like $20. Yeah. Super Mario 3D Land, I think $30 maximum. But this game is probably worth 20. And it seems that Nintendo's kind of, yeah, hard to describe it about this one here. But now, I think $40 or $50 in the price tag. This could be okay if this game was made in like 1993 or 4. And no doubt, Donkey Kong Country is a great game. I mean, I played this game to death back in when the game came out, and I really absolutely loved it here. But honestly, this game would have been okay. It'd be a pretty good game if it was like maybe on downloadable for. But this just feels like a downloadable game that's like 20 or 30 bucks. So even the first party games are probably a little bit suffering. You know, I hope that Mario Kart 8 is pretty good. But Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, and New Super Mario Bros. U, these games should be $20 maximum, because it just doesn't feel $60. And believe me, people are saying, "Hey, oh, video games are luxuries." I mean, they're a high-end luxury item. No, it isn't. All right, no, it isn't. All right. Nowadays, it's not a luxury anymore. I mean, this is a mainstream thing nowadays. Now, 1980s, like the, yeah, 1980s or 70s and 80s, they were luxury back then. These were very new games, especially the Atari 2600. I mean, a couple 100,000 units that were being sold here. Yeah, that's a very good seller back then. And video games were a luxury. But now we're talking millions and millions of units, like 150 million units or 200 million units being sold a day. And Nintendo, and thus far, when I play this game, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is worth like 20 bucks max. Why do I have to spend $50 or $60 for a 2D platformer? I think for $40 or $50, you should expect an open world 3D that you can do a lot in. But for a shallow game like this, come on. I'm not saying it's totally bad, but if it's $20, then it could be a good game. That's what I have to take on Nintendo. Maybe, hopefully, in the future, Nintendo would. Hopefully, in the future, we would see. Nintendo. I think hopefully in the future, as far as Mario Kart 8, they could add a track editor if enough people would listen. People would write to Nintendo and say, "Hey, look, I mean, we need a track editor." Yeah, to be honest, I played Mario Kart Wii. It's kind of like, yeah. It's kind of like, yeah. I mean, you finish the tracks and you're done. All right, just kind of less replay value. I mean, this replay value is really important. Yeah, but I tell you, I mean, I sure wish that there was a track editor in Mario Kart. I surely wish that there was a level editor in New Super Mario Bros. U and Mario Kart 8. That's what I have to say about this. Because just Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze just feels like a cheap piece of plastic that you spend premium money on it. That just sums up the game. I mean, that just sums up the game. It's like spending $60. I mean, it's like I spend. It just feels like spending a high-end gold silverware. Like I paid for a price of a high-end gold spoon by getting a plastic spoon. And yeah. Why? Alright, secondly, I'm going to talk about John or JakTheBomb. I'm talking about Crohn's disease. If JakTheBomb does have Crohn's disease, I have, in this latest UGP, he says I lost 20 pounds here. Yeah, I think if he has Crohn's disease, then well, what's going to happen is that he's going to be kind of not in the best of health for a little while. Then he's going to get better, and then that means that the disease is in remission. That's when it's in standby. then he'll have flare-ups again in the future. This is kind of similar like with chicken pox here. I had them when I was quite born. Now I'm dormant right now. It's right now in the dormant stage, and but so I may get shingles later on in life, because shingles is a kind of a flare-up of chicken pox. It's like kind of a partial chicken pox. It is here, but yeah, Crohn's disease really sucks. It's not exactly deadly, but it flares up and then it's dormant and then it flares up again. So yeah, John will still be around. He'll just yeah. And thirdly, my last word on I'm sorry that the last video wasn't up to snuff here about my talk about why I hate those type of in-app purchases. I'm trying to say that on the on Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, All the Bravest, yeah. I'm talking about the hourglasses that you have to purchase. It says, oh yeah, and later in the game, especially, oh yeah, you have to rub the finger to get your attacks here. That's bad enough here. But what the really problem is that later in the levels, the enemy is going to be really overpowered to a point where they wipe your characters off, causing you to use an hourglass, and then when you're done, but when you're at zero here, that's when, you know, you have to purchase another hourglass just to do it, or you have to wait for 3 minutes per character to go up here. It's those type of stuff that, you know, needs to be banned. What else can I say about the, as far as news is concerned? Yeah. My comments about Flappy Bird being down, being taken down. No comment. It's just that I got the game here, but he should have left it up if he made $50,000. Yeah, this game is terrible. But what I have to say about Flappy Bird, though, it plays a lot like Line Birds, which I had that on my iPod for quite a while. And yeah. And yeah, my last news, it's just been frigid around here. It's been 40 degrees. We had a break, but it's just been 0-degree temperature for like the past 7 nights, to a point where, yeah, you get this, hard to see it here, but you know how the skin is a little cracking here on the nail here? That's from the cold air. Apparently what happens, it's so low of a moisture that, you know, sometimes when you're washing your hands, it robs the moisture up here, causing the skin to split a little bit. And yeah, and you have to put moisture on here to do it here. Yeah, they suck, and it's sometimes painful. Not that painful, but it just sucks. And that's what I have to say. There's a new episode here, UGP. I will try to get in touch with John and see when he does a podcast, because I like to be able to be in one of the episodes and like this here. But yeah, this is me, JD out, and yeah, my last word in this game is, yeah, it's like I spent like, it seems to me like I spent money on premium. It's kind of like spending money on a silverware made of gold. It's more like cheap plasticy silverware. It's kind of like spending $400 on a Yobo game here. I would say for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, I think I wait till the price drops to $10 or like $20, because really, this is how much worth the game is worth. I hope that Mario Kart 8 at least. I hope that I hope we can speak up to Nintendo and say, hey, look, we need to put Mario Kart 8, a track editor in Mario Kart 8, because seriously, I played Mario Kart 7. I played Mario Kart Wii. It's fun for a little while, but once you race in all the tracks, that's it. It gets stale, and yeah.